Yo, today I've got a review of the new Doja Cat album, Scarlet. Now, I would say I was somewhat excited for this album because, one, she said that her previous albums were cash grabs and that she was gonna do something new with this album. And number two, the singles. Well, just one single, I guess. Attention is pretty good. I do like the drums on that song and I do like the chorus. Paint the Town Red and Demons aren't great in my opinion. Paint the Town Red has a cool sample and a decent chorus, but that's about it. It's just okay. And Demons sounds a bit dated to me. But still, I was excited to get into it and see what she had to offer. And after listening to it, I can say I am no longer excited to listen to this album. It kicks off with the two singles, which I already talked about, so let's just get into the new songs. Don't get me wrong, there are parts of songs I do enjoy on this album. For example, the chorus on Ouchies is pretty solid and I like how the beat develops on that part. But the verses are, they're not great to say. Her rapping is poor and there are some questionable lyrics on here, like a very questionable. Shutcho also has potential with the melody being kinda nice, but I think that song is ruined by the 808, and that's a big complaint that I have with this project. The 808s are so overblown on it, and they sound like just outdated 2018 basic trap 808s. Agora Hills, another song where I think there is potential. The chorus is honestly really good, and I think the auto-tune works well on it. However, this ends up being one of the worst songs on the whole album, and it's completely Doja Cat's fault. Her writing on here is ridiculously bad. It's meant to be a love song to her boyfriend, who, first of all, I've heard some interesting things about him, but it's just really horny and over-sexualized that I just don't care for it. Also, like Fortnite, I'ma need your skin? Come on, this is awful. This is terrible. And there are a lot of other lyrics that are also not great to say. She also puts on this weird accent on the first verse. It just doesn't sound good. Really cringy song and tough to get through because of her writing and performance on here. The idea of ballad, look, I don't know how to pronounce it, is cool, but the song just gets stale due to the lack of progression and it gets boring. Just nothing happens in it. Now, those are songs that I think at least had some potential to them. Songs I think at least had some element to them that was good, that was maybe worth coming back to. But now, let's get into songs that I think were not gonna work no matter what was done with them. Just cursed from the start. Could never work. Never. We have Wet. I don't even want to say the name of the song. That's how bad I think it is. Yeah, it's not great. I don't think anyone expected it to be based on the name of it. I think just at a first glance at the name of the song, you would realize this is probably not going to be good. Chorus is awful, the beat is repetitive, the song is too repetitive, and the rapping is... it's interesting. So many corny bars and stuff that's just a bit uncomfortable. Like, I really do not care what you're saying for on here. I would rather not know. Gun is another awkward track to listen to. I mean, the name of the song is alluding to a dick. Get it? Because a gun, and you can call a gun a dick, so it's kind of like a play on words. It's clever. And the whole song, Doja talks about how she knows how to use a gun. Get it? She's talking about her partners. Bunch of sexual lyrics here which are either cringy or, again, I just don't care for them. As I said, I would rather not know any of this stuff. Outdated production and repetitive. I'm noticing a few things here. Are you catching on? I'm kind of throwing in the same words and the same complaints for every song. I think there's something going on. It's like the songs are poorly written and repetitive and outdated and lack any progression. And on Go Off, I really don't like her voice. I think it's a bit annoying. The melody sounds like an Echo 2K melody. But I can bet you so much money that if Echo 2K was in charge of the creative process of this song, it would sound so much better. Often is one of the most boring songs on this album. I have a similar feeling with this and Balut, if that's how you say it. Her voice on here is actually kind of nice. It just sucks that it doesn't automatically make the song good. That would be great, but no. And the outro, what do you mean? Freestyle it's interesting. I really don't know what she was thinking here. It's more of that overblown trap production, way too loud and distorted 808s, and it sounds like she's just phoning it in. Although, now that I think about it, it's just a freestyle, so that may be the point. It's supposed to be funny, I guess. You know, the outro of that song, it's kind of, she's trying to be funny, but it just isn't funny. I guess it's not all bad, though. Let me talk about the few tracks I did like on here. Fuck the Girls is quite good. I like the drums on there, and the chorus is pretty catchy, as well as her verses. They're generally better than some of the other verses on this album. And Attention, I already talked about it. I do enjoy it. It's a good song. But that's about it. Well, kinda, I guess. Because there are definitely parts of songs that I do enjoy. I talked about it a little bit in the tracks that I like. For example, Agora Hills, awful track, but the chorus is really good. I will say that. The chorus is really good. Doja Cat showcases that she can sing on this album. She has some pretty good vocals on here. She has some decent rapping performances on here, but most of them are ruined by the bad lyrics. This album has some really poor writing, songs that drag on way too long due to their lack of progression or really anything interesting going on in them, and I don't really see her point about this being different from the rest of of her music. It may be slightly different, but I don't think it's that major, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I'm gonna give this album a light 4 out of 10. I think there are some solid ideas, but as a whole, it doesn't quite hit. That's gonna be it for my review. Tell me what you guys think. If you liked it, tell me why. If you didn't, also tell me why. I'm looking to hear you guys' opinions. Please make sure you like and subscribe. That would mean so much to me, is that it help push my video and my channel into the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.